Hey there, Amplifiers. Kenny Harper here. And when it comes to growing your business, you've got a lot of things to juggle. And sometimes taxes is the last thing you want to be thinking about. But if you don't think about taxes and you don't prepare properly, you could find yourself in a world of hurt. And our guest today in this Amplifier Action segment is a specialist when it comes to how to make sure that you're not paying too much taxes and you get to keep more of your money so you can be more profitable. I'd like to welcome Tina Pittman, your accountant, to Growth Amplifiers.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. This should be fun because I seem like ever since this COVID-19, I have had so many come to me because they didn't have returns filed. So, you know the saying, cash is king? Well, you can get sunk pretty fast because of taxes. So I am a person that is very proactive in taxes, trying to mitigate those taxes down. As long as you maintain great records, you can proactively address your tax liabilities and have more control over those. My thought process is how would you like to spend your money first? And then what's left over, pay taxes on that instead of vice versa.
Wow, that's a pretty cool approach. Now, I'm sure being in your line of work, you've seen a couple horror stories. And not only that, you don't just see the horror story and let someone fall. You actually go in and help them out. We were just chatting a moment ago and you were sharing a story that was pretty impactful. Would you mind sharing a little bit more about that?
Yes, I am working on a case. He had 3 years of tax returns not filed, possibly 4. So 4, I'm not sure because the IRS has closed down and we cannot send power of attorneys to the IRS yet to see what his account looks like. So I started with 2017, 18, and then we did his current year tax return. The 2017, it all started, he came to me because he got a notice from the IRS. He ended it, according to the IRS, he owed $55,000 in taxes. Well, if you don't file a tax return, eventually the IRS is going to file one for you. Then you know how they file the returns? They will file it based on what information they have. People send in 1099s, W-2s, whatever like that, and they will file it for you. So with penalties and interest, it was $55,000. He did not get assessed 2018 yet. So of course, 2019 was current. So what I had to do was the bookkeeping and get it caught up to date. And that's what we did with me asking questions, more questions. Those 3 years, he ended up owing about $5,000 for 3 years.
Wow.
That's pretty good. That's including state and local. So compared to 1 year, 55,000 versus 5 for 3, he's in much better shape.
Definitely. I was working with a professional, and I'm not going to mention any names as we're keeping things anonymous here, but they were trying just to skate by for cash flow reasons, not getting to their taxes, and it caught up with them big time and actually put them out of business. Just sweeping it under the rug, thinking, I'll get to this later. And then it starts becoming this ugly monster that you don't want to get to. And then it gets just out of hand. So my suggestion is, if you are in the boat of you need help with your taxes because there's a problem, you definitely want to see a professional that can help you with that. And if you want to just keep more of your money, you definitely want to see a professional that can help you with that. So Tina, if you could tell people who are tuning in, who are interested in saying, I need to be keeping more of my money and avoid any problems with the IRS, how can they find out more about you and what you do?
You can actually go to our website, Pittman-CPA.com, to submit your information. or you can actually call our office at 717-504-8808. But I also have a calendar link that you can go ahead and schedule so that we can chat to see where you're at in your business and how maybe what can help you. Do you want me to send you that link?
Okay.
Um,
Yeah. Well, obviously, we'll edit this part out.
I
But yeah.
also, yeah, I want to mention not only owing less tax is what I help you with, but if you end up owing a lot of back taxes, for instance, I took on a case last year that owed over $1 million. We were putting in an offer. There is a way to get those, mitigate those, and reduce the taxes depending on your financial situation. We were going to submit a proposal of 150,000 to, we're still in the process of that, but that is the impact from going to $1 million to 150,000. And this was over a 10-year span. This person did not file their tax return, or when she did file her tax return, did not pay the taxes. So between the penalties and interest and the actual taxes, yeah, $1 million is a lot. And that gives you a lot of tax anxiety. So what I've learned over the years, reduce those taxes. Don't end up in that hole. Things that, one, I want to give another feedback is if you did not file your tax returns, you're not getting those monies the government's been handing out right and left. The stimulus checks, the Paycheck Protection Program, the SBA loans at low interest rates to help you get through this COVID issue. So a lot to lose if you don't file those returns.
So definitely you want to be taking a proactive approach to this. So
yes,
don't sit on your fanny and do nothing. Be proactive, take action. At the very least, talking to somebody, getting their insights could just double check to make sure that you don't have an obligation out there that could be a big problem. Or you could also save some money that you worked hard to get anyway. So be proactive, take action. Thank you, Tina, for tuning in to this Amplifier Action section, and it's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
To show your support, take a moment to amplify this message by sharing it online. To connect with me or gain more business growth insights, visit www.growthamplifiers.com. Thank you for your support.